Hello and welcome back to Nerd Doc. In this video we're going to discuss the 2 credit scenes for Marvel's latest release, Eternals. This video is going to include major spoilers, so if you have not seen Eternals and don't want to be spoiled, you have been warned. By the end of this video, I hope to have earned your like and subscription. I'll try to keep this video as concise as I can, but there's a lot to cover between these 2 credit scenes, so I've included timestamps in the description so you can jump around to find the information you're looking for. We can't show you direct footage from the 2 credit scenes because Marvel will strike down the video. Instead, we'll provide a description of the scenes and then go over what they mean and how they impact the MCU moving forward. It's also important to know how Eternals ends, so you have a better understanding of the credit scenes. If you haven't already seen the movie, you can click the link above or in the description below to check out our Eternals ending explained video. Okay, let's jump in with the mid-credit scene first. This one starts off with Thena, Makkari, and Druig on the Domo, which is the Eternals' triangular ship. They've been in search of other Eternals across the galaxy for weeks, but haven't been able to find any of them. Suddenly, Thena and Makkari sense that an unknown presence is coming and prepare for battle. As they look down the long hallway on the ship, a space-time disturbance starts to appear. The coloring of the disturbance kind of looks similar to the Bifrost. Suddenly, Pip the Troll comes stumbling through the disturbance. He quickly gathers himself and announces the arrival of Eros, brother of Thanos.
You should have gone for the head.
Yeah, that Thanos. Eros comes through the disturbance, greets the Eternals, and then shows them that he has an orb just like the one Cersei and Ajax used to converse with Ereshkigal the Celestial, and that allowed them all to form the Unimind at the end of the movie. Eros offers to help them find what they're looking for, and the scene comes to an end. First off, let's get the big news out of the way. Eros is played by Harry Styles, and Pip is voiced by Patton Oswalt. Okay, so Eros, also known as Starfox, is the brother of Thanos. However, he doesn't look anything like Thanos. He's not purple, he doesn't have a butt chin, he looks like a normal human. And since the other Eternals are actually synthetic beings in the MCU, he may also be a Vision-like robot.
I suppose we are both disappointments.
No matter how much comic book knowledge you have, the MCU is in a very different place compared to the comics, so most of the comic stories involving Pip or Starfox will be changed quite a bit or just skipped over entirely in the MCU. Pip and Starfox do not mingle much in the comics, but Pip is connected to Adam Warlock and the Infinity Watch. James Gunn has confirmed that Adam Warlock will be played by Will Poulter in the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and at the moment, Gunn and the current team of Guardians will be done after the Guardians Holiday Special and Volume 3. This could mean that Pip, Starfox, Thena, Makkari, and Druig create a new cosmic team that will take the place of the Guardians within the MCU. That team could even become the MCU version of the Infinity Watch, which was a group Adam Warlock created in the comics to keep the Infinity Stones out of the hands of evil beings. At the very least, it looks like this team will be together for Eternals 2 or whenever we see them next. While less likely, it's not out of the question to see them pop up in other cosmic movies such as The Marvels or Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. The second scene is the post-credit scene at the very end. In this scene, Kit Harington's Dane Whitman is in what looks like the study in a mansion or maybe even a castle. There's a large rectangular box on the table in front of him, as he paces back and forth debating whether or not he should open the box. He finally decides to open it, revealing the Ebony Blade. The sword has a long history in Marvel Comics, where it was forged by Merlin and Sir Percival, the first Black Knight. In the comics, the Ebony Blade can cut through any object, prevents the death of whoever wields it, and deflects all magic. But it also corrupts its user and turns him down a violent path. As Dane reaches for the blade in the scene, a voice is heard off-camera questioning if he's ready to do what he's about to do. While we don't know who the voice belongs to, this short scene teases a lot. In the comics, Dane Whitman is also known as the Black Knight. Late in the movie, Cersei tells Dane to talk to his estranged uncle and mend that relationship. The assumption is that he does indeed reach out to his uncle, who is Nathan Garrett in the comics, a former Black Knight and wielder of the Ebony Blade. During the post-credit scene, Dane is likely in his uncle's castle, which he inherits in the comics, so it may be his uncle that speaks to him at the end of the scene. However, it could also be Sir Percival, which would be much more interesting and open up an entirely new rabbit hole within the MCU, considering the fact that Sir Percival lives in the 6th century. Since we don't want to make this video too long, we've explained a lot of it in our video on the Black Knight, which is linked above or can be found in the description below. In short, the Black Knight could end up almost anywhere, because in the comics, he's tied to Secret Invasion, the Super Skrull, Baron Zemo's group, the Masters of Evil, Kang the Conqueror, Captain Britain, Luke Cage's Heroes for Hire, the Avengers, and more. At this point, it's not far-fetched to assume we'll see the Black Knight on Disney Plus before he appears in another movie. He could easily appear in Secret Invasion. He could also get his own series, or a series based on the Excalibur team, which would include Captain Britain and various members of the X-Men. Dane Whitman could appear almost anywhere, but our best guess is that there's a decent chance Secret Invasion may be his next appearance to further his story and see him actually become the Black Knight, but that's just speculation at this point. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot to go on right now, but Marvel does have new announcements coming November 12th for Disney Plus Day. We may get a hint at Whitman's next appearance there, but either way, stay tuned to Nerd Doc as we'll keep you updated on any new announcements. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends.